Hello Cancers. This week we have got our last few days of Scorpio season. So Scorpio season was actually quite a good one for you because this is obviously water element and you are also a water element. So typically in these seasons like Scorpio season, Pisces season, you feel quite at home and a little bit more intuitively connected. Like you can follow your intuition, can follow the flow of life a little bit easier. And so for you, this has been really a time of transformation where there has been a lot of going within, finding out why certain things weren't working, and then kind of rising up from that. And so you might this week have a really kind of understanding of where you've been in the past month, where you're like, okay, that's what has been going on, and this is where I'm going next, and you feel kind of empowered by it. And so this week we have got Mercury and Venus moving into Sagittarius. So for you, this is going to be actually about kind of creating some sort of structure to actualize the lessons that you've had recently or the realizations that you've had recently. So this might be, practically speaking, it might be that you had some understanding of what you have to do for your career, and now what you have to do is kind of create a structure or some steps, some milestones, a routine, some habits, a day-to-day kind of like plodding towards what it is that you want in order to get it. In relationships, that might be that you kind of saw the way that you have been relating, which you're not so fond of, you know. Maybe you're like, oh, I've been overgiving a lot in my relationships, or I have not been showing up vulnerably enough in my intimate relationships. I would like to change that. And so now you've got this kind of step-by-step process this week where you're like, how do I actually do that? You know, how do I bring these realizations and these understandings into some sort of practical form and actually make the necessary changes in order to become this new version of myself that I've seen in my visions throughout Scorpio season. So yeah, it's really about actualizing the lessons that you've had recently. So your cards for this week are very nice. You've got the Ace of Pentacles there. Someone's got some money coming their way. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles is there's money coming. And it's coming, but you've got to be patient for it. I know that's very cliche, but this is exactly what this says. It's the Seven of Pentacles where you have to observe, what have I planted recently? And if you're sitting here right now saying, oh, I haven't really planted anything recently, then get on that, because this is really saying to you that the more seeds you plant, the more you will reap the harvest. So, you know, the more you can open channels to money, the more it's going to flow to you. So guys, I hope that it resonated for you this week. Drop a comment if it did, and don't forget to subscribe. If you want a reading, there are links below, and I'll see you next time.